And welcome back to the Morning Blend, where we're cooking with Thunder Bay. That's right, today we're going to taste test something from Thunder Bay that's not even on the menu yet. It's pan-seared red snapper and the chilled citrus cream that's drizzled on top. It's going to look delicioso.
I know, and here's head chef Mike Stigler to serve it up. So this is a feature that you're doing right now, but it's not on the menu that you're going to like revamp and roll out June 1st,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we're trying to update the menu a little bit. We're going to do that coming up in June, and this is one of the dishes that's going to be on the new menu, and we're running it as a feature right now on the dinner menu. So after 4 o'clock, you can come on out and give it a try if you like what you see.
Okay.
Yum.
So this is red snapper. How easy is it to find red snapper? It's not something I typically see in the list of fish at the grocery store.
No, sometimes they have it when they get it in feature in the seafood section, or if you wanted to ask your fishmonger, which is a real word, sounds silly.
Fishmonger.
Your fishmonger, if you want to ask him if he can get some red snapper for you, I'm sure he'll be able to get it in for you.
Okay. It smells delicious. It almost smells kind of Cajun to me.
A little bit, but it's not spicy. It's more of a barbecue type of sear that we got going on here. So I'm going to start out with the fish here and show you how we put this guy together. So you can see that this is a red snapper, or a scarlet snapper, and you can see where it gets the name because of that red color on the skin like that.
That is cool
looking.
Now,
some people, when they cook their red snapper, they'll leave the skin on and cook it really hot and get the skin crispy, and some people like to eat it that way. But for the sake of this preparation, we're going to take the skin off of the fish. And that's something that sometimes people have a problem with. It's real easy to do. I'll show you how to do it.
I would say you'd probably have to have a really sharp knife.
A sharp knife is very important, yeah. So I sharpened this guy up real good this morning, so he's good to go. So you lay it down, skin side down, and you want to get your skin flat all the way around, so it's nice and flat on your board. Then you kind of take your fingernail and kind of dig it right into the tip part of the fish right there, so that you kind of make a little flap like that so that you can hold on to it.
You make it look easy.
Well, I hope that I can follow through with this now. Don't leave a big chunk on there. But you kind of leave a little bit of the skin on there like that, and then you're going to want to pull it tight. And when you pull it tight, you're just going to keep your knife blade nice and flat along the fillet like that, and you can kind of follow it on this side and on this side to make sure that it's coming up right up off the skin like that. And then as you free up a little bit more, you go ahead and keep it like that.
Keep pulling it tight.
Pulling the skin towards you, sliding the knife across, and then you just remove the skin just like that. And then you have no skin to worry about. Nope, all the meat's still on there, still good to go.
That's amazing.
From there, I get paid for this sort of thing.
You do.
I do. So from there, what we're going to do is we're going to season this guy up. And this is sort of a secret ingredient of the day, let's call it. We're going to use achiote oil. Are either of you familiar with achiote oil?
Bless you.
Achiote. It's made from annatto seeds, which are these guys right here, which come from the achiote tree. Now these are little seeds that are used pretty often in Latin cooking. They look kind of like that. And what we do with these is we simmer them in a little bit of hot oil, and then we strain the oil off, and we're left with this delicious looking, bright red, kind of orangish colored oil like this. And you can use this to add color to your dishes. And you can see when I put that on there how bright red that is. You know, you spread that all the way around on there, get it on one side, spread a little bit more on the other side, you know, season that up really nice with that. And that's going to help when we sear this fish to give it a really nice kind of orangish, yellowish type of color.
Does it have a flavor? Because it doesn't smell like much.
It has sort of a real light, nutty, kind of earthy type of a flavor. It's actually what they use in like Munster cheese, you know, certain cheeses that have sort of an orangish colored rind. They use that in there to kind of help give it that color. So we're going to season this up with barbecue seasoning. So this is not Cajun, this is barbecue. So this has in it brown sugar, smoked paprika, a little bit of ancho seasoning, garlic, onion, salt, pepper, all kinds of good stuff. So from there, we're going to put it over here into our hot pan and let that start to sizzle up. Like you can see, I got that other one going over there already. And if you look at it kind of close, you can see how it's got a little bit of darkness going on around the edges like that. And it's kind of developed that really nice kind of orange, sort of reddish kind of color like that. So I'm going to take this out of the pan right here because it's getting nice and done. Set it right there for a minute, and then I'm going to show you how we build up the rest of this dish. So we start off with a little bit of rosemary roasted potatoes, which we're going to put right in the middle. These are yellow and red potatoes with a little bit of rosemary, a little bit of roasted pepper in there. We're going to put a little bit of vegetables onto our plate as well, give it a little bit of color and a little bit of a healthy kick.
Mike, if you like to bake your fish like in a tin foil like a lot of people do because it's so healthy that way, can you still make this that way?
Yeah, definitely. Just put it on a little sizzle type of platter, even like an empty pie tin or something with a little bit of oil. Put it in there, and you kind of get the same type of effect as long as you use a nice high heat. We're going to set that fish right on there, and then from there we're going to put a little bit of our citrus cream. So this is like sour cream with lemon and lime and salt and pepper, and then we're going to put a little bit of these crispy fried sweet potato slivers on there, which are just sweet potatoes that I cut up on the side of a box grater, and then I went ahead and hit those in some hot oil really quick to crisp them up.
Hit 'em.
And then we're going to put a little bit of green onion on the top of there, and
This is
that is the
beautiful.
BBQ Seared Red Snapper.
That is a gorgeous looking dish.
Doesn't it look nice? And I mean, what's good about it too is you got a lot of different colors and you get a lot of different textures because you have the little bit of crispiness from the sweet potatoes on the top. You got a little bit of sweetness from the sear that's on the outside, extra sauce, a little bit of sear on there. And then you get, the potatoes really complement it really nicely.
Oh my gosh.
And it's a really unique flavor. I mean, it's bold and it's fresh. The citrus just
What's in that sauce?
kicks it. It's sour
phenomenal.
cream thinned out with fresh lemon juice, fresh stuff, fresh lime juice, a little bit of salt, a little white pepper, just a tiny little dab of horseradish sauce to give it a little zing. And
there's no
that's pretty
fishy
much
taste
it.
to that
No
fish
fishiness at all.
Delish.
It's a flaky whitefish,
What do
everybody's
you want to
favorite.
say as we put up the information for Thunder Bay about Mother's Day? Because you're doing a great brunch on May 10th, right?
Yeah.
Don't forget about Mom. Make reservations.
Yeah, and we are filling up really, really quick. We've got a couple of reservations available still around the edges, like really early or towards the back end of it. We're also going to be open for a limited dinner menu that night as well. But yeah, it's going to be the full-on brunch buffet like we normally have on Sundays with some extra things out there. Chef Dino's going to be out there making omelets, the whole deal.
Awesome.
And then dinner as well.
You outdid yourself.
Yeah.
Isn't that good?
That is delicious.
All right.
Mike. Love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.